Welcome everyone to today's debate. Our topic is the perception of declining religious influence in society. Recent surveys show that most Americans believe religion's influence is waning, with about half considering this a negative trend. Let's hear from our panelists. First, Piro, can you share your perspective?
Thank you, moderator. I believe the decline in religious influence is deeply concerning. Religion has historically been a cornerstone of moral and ethical guidance. It's not just about attending church or following rituals. Religion shapes values such as compassion, honesty, and responsibility. When society drifts away from these principles, we risk losing our moral compass, which could lead to increased social problems like crime and corruption.
CEC, your response?
Thank you. While I respect Piro's viewpoint, I see the decline in religious influence as a sign of progress. It reflects a society that values diversity of thought and personal freedom. People are exploring different ways of understanding morality and ethics beyond traditional frameworks. A secular approach allows for inclusivity, where individuals can make choices that align with their beliefs without societal imposition of religious doctrines.
But SEC, without a shared moral framework, isn't there a risk of moral relativism? How do we ensure that people uphold ethical standards when religion, a historically proven guide, is no longer a unifying force?
That's a fair question. I'd argue that ethical standards don't have to stem from religion alone. Philosophical systems like humanism promote empathy and reason as guides for moral behavior. Moreover, data suggests that many non-religious countries have low crime rates and strong social cohesion. This proves that a society can thrive without being anchored in religion.
But let's consider mental health and community support. Studies show that religious communities often provide a sense of belonging and purpose. When people move away from religion, where do they turn for such support?
Interesting points on both sides. Let's pivot to the cultural aspect. Pro, do you believe that religion's decline affects America's cultural identity?
Absolutely. America's cultural fabric has been deeply intertwined with religious values. Holidays, traditions, and even foundational documents reflect this influence. As religion declines, we risk losing touch with our heritage and the shared values that have united us for generations.
I'd counter that by saying cultural evolution is natural. Our heritage includes not only religious values, but also values of liberty and justice, which can exist independently of religion. Embracing change doesn't mean abandoning history, it means building on it to include more perspectives.
Thank you both. In closing, what's your message to those concerned about this trend? PRO.
I'd urge society to reflect on the benefits religion brings to individuals and communities. Let's find ways to preserve its positive influence while respecting diversity.
ESEC? Thank you, PRO and SEC, for this thoughtful discussion. To our audience, the question remains, is the decline in religious influence a loss, a gain, or a bit of both? Thank you for tuning in.